I'm Marcus Moeller, the athletic director here at Mid-America Christian University. At MACU, we are committed to excellence in athletics. Today, I am honored to share with you about our newest facility, the O'Brien Family Training Center. The O'Brien Family Training Center is a 19,000 square foot complex which features an on-campus workout facility for both our athletes and our general student population. The space features top-of-the-line weights made by Eleiko, as well as cardio equipment like treadmills, elliptical machines, and stair climbers. This space really is designed to give our student athletes an edge in training and competition, while also providing a terrific space to rehab from those injuries. Speaking of injuries, a state-of-the-art training room connects to that workout facility and is a dynamic area for our athletes to receive the care and attention they need when they are injured. The facility also houses locker rooms for men's and women's soccer, softball, and baseball. Each of these locker rooms comes equipped with touchscreen monitors so that coaches can watch game film with their athletes. The addition of these locker rooms has created an incredible home for each of our teams as they prepare for games and for practices. For our baseball and our softball teams, the O'Brien Center features a turfed-in hitting facility with 3 full hitting bays and an additional pitching tunnel. This temperature-controlled space allows our athletes the ability to work on their games year-round regardless of the weather outside. The final piece of the O'Brien Center is the Pickens Family Conference Room and the coaches' offices. These areas provide critical spaces for our coaches and student athletes to meet about their sport, academics, and even in discipleship. We are incredibly blessed to have the O'Brien Family Training Center at MACU. This facility is just part of the reason that we are one of the premier athletic programs in the country. Next time you're on campus, please give us a shout. We would absolutely love to give you a tour of this incredible facility.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. And I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Welcome back to the Gonky Activity Center. Mackey about to take on the OCU Stars here in the final home game of the regular season for the Evangels. Mackey enters tonight second place in conference at 19-7, 15-5 in conference play. Again, a win will clinch the 2 seed in the conference tournament. OCU is eliminated from conference tournament contention. They are 9-17 overall and 7-13 in conference play, but a young team that is playing its best of the season with wins in 4 of 5, which includes wins against a couple of excellent teams in Sagu and USAO, who they just beat in their most recent game, and were down by as many as 12 in the second half against that USAO game before dominating the final 13 minutes of the contest to eventually win it 80-72. Mackey had to play a bit of a surprise game on Monday on the road at Central Christian. Was not originally scheduled for Monday. It was about a week and a half ago when it was originally scheduled before a scheduling snafu with the officials forced them to move the game. Mackey, though, took care of business 85-78. When we come back, we will have tonight's starting lineups in the tip here on MackeyAthletics.com. Here tonight's starting lineups for the visiting OCU Stars. Yurgo Galicis, a 6'1 freshman from Salt Lake City. Avery Jackson, 6'3 sophomore from Frisco, Texas. Jack McWilliams, a 7'1 sophomore from Sydney, Australia. Brandon Jackson, a 6'6 senior from Westmont, California. And Parker Jones, a 6'6 junior from Russellville, Kentucky. OCU's head coach is Mark Borgeson in his third season, assisted by Garrett White, Eli Burke, and John Roby. For the Evangels, Mikal Henderson, a 5'11 redshirt senior from Independence, Missouri. Josiah Lewis, 6'1 grad student from Brooklyn, New York. D'Angelo Adkins, 6'6 senior from Oklahoma City. Seth Hurd, a 6'6 senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Terrence Gaines, who was a regular starter last year. This year, though, has been coming off the bench. Will get his first start of the year. 6'6 junior from Denison, Texas. Again, he will start for Magok Manyang, who will not play tonight. That results from a one-game suspension due to a flagrant 2 foul he was assessed a couple weeks ago at Langston. MACU's head coach, Josh Gamblin, assisted by Kate Upshaw, Dominic Ford, and Bob Battisti. Evangels 13-2 in the last 15 games entering tonight. McWilliams and Atkins to tip, and it's won by the Stars. They'll go from right to left wearing their black jerseys with blue letters and numbers tonight. Galicis back to Jackson on the right side to Brandon Jackson, who stepped out of bounds. Evangels winning the first meeting between the teams on January 11th, 79-65. Game played at Abe Lemons Arena. MACU's now won their last 4 games played in that building. Hurd for Gaines, left block, out to Henderson. He's been a first-half spark plug of late. Contested shot over McWilliams. Hurd battling for the loose ball. Ends up in the hands of Avery Jackson. Finding Jones, streaking, but Jones could not grab the ball inbounds. Turnovers on the first 2 possessions for the Stars tonight. Stars' third most turnovers per game in the conference this year. MACU forced him into 19 in the first meeting. Josiah Lewis has his jumper rattle out. Brandon Jackson, the rebounder, will push himself. The team's leading scorer and rebounder. Jackson at the free throw line to McWilliams, working against Hurd. McWilliams giving up to Avery Jackson. It's turned over again. Henderson against Brandon Jackson, high off the glass. Adkins gets the loose ball from MACU, passes up top to Hurd, and now a reset to Lewis. Lewis for Hurd, had it poked loose, got it back, turnaround over McWilliams short. And MACU creates another turnover. Adkins will fire a 3 off the mark. Gaines with a strong rebound. Here's Henderson, in and out. Adkins another rebound and finally puts it in.
All set up on the steal by Adkins there.
Jackson from the far side grazes off the backboard and goes in.
Sometimes you miss it so bad you make it.
Leads the team in made 3-pointers, but is only 30% shooter from deep. Stars will take the lead. It was their first shot of the night. Gaines bumping into Galicis, and his runner is short. Evangels nearly take it away again. MACU's put up 8 shots already, and now Galicis called for a travel. The 5th turnover for OCU. Points off turnovers were huge in the first meeting. MACU had an advantage of 27-6. Lewis crossing to his right. Contested shot, doesn't go. Not many clean looks for the Evangels early on. And the Stars throw it away again. But they lead it 3-2.
Yeah, MACU just 2 points off turnovers. Been unable to capitalize so far.
In the first meeting, MACU never trailed after OCU. It never trailed again after OCU led. It's 1917. MACU went on a 16-3 run after that, led 45-33 at half. Mackey built it up to 23 in the second half, was never closer than 9 after that. Now Mackey will turn it over. Well, they mentioned they forced 19 turnovers in the first meeting. They held OCU to 32.8% shooting and about 33% inside the arc. They held the starting guard duo of Galesis and Jackson to just 9 points. This is Galesis having a good freshman year. Nick Williams gets the feed down low. Nick Williams changing direction, able to get it to go off the glass.
Those long strides playing into his favor.
5-2 lead for OCU early in this game. 3.5 minutes in. Lewis tried to get it off to her to take it away. Galesis leaving for Jones. Back to Galesis up top. Brandon Jackson on the right wing, 13 to shoot. Jones with size against Lewis, turning and finishing a 7-0 run for the Stars, has them up 7-2. Timeout called by the Evangels with 15:57 to play in the first half. OCU playing its, again, best of the season. Winners of 4 or 5 with a couple of impressive wins. And Sagu and USAO during that time. They were 5-16 overall and 3-12 in conference before this recent run. They're a very young team. 6 of their top 9 in minutes are freshmen or sophomores. Includes 4 freshmen. And an era where the transfer portal is king. OCU is kind of going in the more traditional and opposite direction, building from youth within. They will only lose 1 player heading into next season, at least in terms of eligibility, and it's a good one, though, in Brandon Jackson. Gaines looking for Hurd. Hurd has a shot blocked from behind by Brandon Jackson. Quinn Woodson, Connor Caladan, and Eddie Smith coming in for the Evangels. They've been limited to 2 points in the first, now 4.5 minutes. So Monday night, Mackey wins on the road at Central Christian. Game that was rescheduled from February the 10th. Mackey led by as many as 10 in the first half, led by 8 at halftime. Second half, teams traded runs throughout. Only 8 to shoot. Smith leaving for Henderson. Right side 3 is good. Henderson specifically in the first half, in his last 7 games, has 76 points. So about 11 per game in just the first half. No-look dish from Jackson to Nick Williams. A 9-5 lead for the Stars. Smith's been quiet on the scoring front of late. Goes to the basket and got blocked. 14 to shoot for Mackey. And on Monday night, they led by 17 with 16 minutes left. Central Christian got it back to 5. Mackey led by 14 with 5 minutes left. Central Christian got as close as 4 after that. Smith underneath the basket, threw it away. Jones with the steal. Jones to the basket, has it blocked by Atkins. Henderson over to Smith. For Caladan. Now Henderson back to Caladan. Smith jump stop and could not keep the left foot planted. And now Mackey running to a rash of turnovers. This is giving off to Jackson, Avery Jackson. Last year's conference freshman of the year. Galesis open for three from the wing, rims out. The Stars under 30% of the season from three. Last in the league at 28.6%. Henderson's floater off the mark. Woodson tried to keep it alive. Mackey is 2 of 12 from the floor. Actually make it 2 of 13, and Galesis fouled at the other end.
Yeah, just a lot of forced shots so far. Haven't really been able to find their groove offensively.
Yurgo Galesis, an impressive freshman season, the third leading scorer on the team. Came off the bench his first 4 games, but has now started 23 straight. 69.9% of the season, makes the first. OCU, a team that will get to the line a lot, but so do their opponents. Over 35 total fouls per game involving the Stars, with over 46 combined free throws attempted. Galesis making both. It's 11-6 OCU. Smith tries a three. It's good. And hopefully that is what gets him going. Had been ice cold from three of late. And now a turnover by the Stars. Zalik Sharp in for Mackey. Bo Tranter recently came in for the Stars. Eddie Smith just 1 of 13 from three over the last 5 games, after he had been well over 40% for most of the year.
Is that a backcourt violation on that call there? Is that why it was a turnover?
Must be, because Mackey's got it in now the front court. Now they're going to change it.
Wait, what?
Now there must be Brandon Jackson's going to end up at the free throw line. There must have been, I can only imagine, a technical foul called on someone from Mackey.
All right, here's what happened. We had a little issue with the book. We got a 6 now. So it counts as a technical, not a team foul. That'll be OCU ball.
Was there a player, I think, maybe not in the book?
Calavan's got a foul on the...
We didn't get an official, a very well-explained explanation over the PA. We just heard there was an issue with the book, and it'd just be my guess that there was a player not entered. Calavan with a floater, rims out. Galesis giving off to Brandon Jackson. Tranter back to Jackson. The left hand firing to Tranter to Avery Jackson. Contested three off back iron. Long rebound though. Gathered by Galesis. Attacks the rim. Threw it out of bounds along the baseline. Turnover number 8. Sam Talapew and Jewell in for the Stars. Seth Hurd back in for the Evangels.
Make it 8 turnovers now, but the Evangels still with just 2 points off the turnovers.
They already have 8 more shots than the Stars, but are 3 of 15. Smith getting underneath the Sharp, power dribble the basket, and the help defense forces a miss. Avery Jackson lost control of it. It was last touched by the Evangels before going out of bounds.
You mentioned that differential in shots taken, Alex. The Evangels were 1 of 9 when OCU was 1 of 1, and OCU was winning at the start of this game. See if that slow start comes back to bite them.
Josiah Lewis back in, will replace Mikal Henderson. Talapew leaving for Jewell, who's really come on strong of late for the Stars. Jackson looked like he got fouled. They play on. Tranter dives on top of it. Sharp forces the jump ball. Possession of the Evangels.
Jump ball, Stewart to Matthew.
And the Stars are eliminated from potential postseason contention because the two teams they trail, in theory, they could catch, but they don't have the tiebreaker against either. But still trying to finish again on a high note to end the year, build into next season. Smith working against Jackson, almost lost control, gives to Calavan. Calavan now pulling up inside the arc. Ball gets knocked loose by the Evangels, who are 3 of 17 from the floor. Nick Bonifay in for the Stars. They replace Avery Jackson. Tranter towards Bonifay in the corner. Bounce feed to Jewell. Bonifay couldn't corral it.
All right, now's the time to capitalize. Vandals have had too many opportunities to not cash in.
Hurd against Jewell. Got fouled, the basket good.
There we go, Seth Hurd. Big man getting involved.
Seth Hurd locked in of late.
First team foul.
Double figures in 10 of the last 11. Averaging 15 per in that time. Free throw shooting's also been much improved of late and knocks that one down. Puts Mackey within 1 point with 11 to play in the first half. Talapew getting off to Bonifay, driving baseline, floater, missed the basket, tipped around, grabbed by Brandon Jackson. Reverse to Tranter, leaps over Smith, now Jewell will fire, rim out. Sharp the rebound for Mackey. Smith spinning, now slowing down on the right side. Quick move and draws a foul. Bonifay, the personal is first, the team's second. James Cloud in for the Stars. Now both Jacksons on the bench. Mackey got to take advantage here. Lewis has it blocked. Jewell there. Tranter up top to Bonifay. Bonifay driving in and draws a foul. Coach Gamlin really upset. There was no foul at the other end and then a whistle this time down the floor. Hurd will be called for the foul. Only 11 free throws attempted all year for Bonifay, who had a career-high 12 points in the first meeting between these teams. Bonifay, senior out of Huntsville, Alabama, makes the first. Kel Henderson re-enters for Eddie Smith. Bonifay making both. 14-11 lead for the Stars. Anderson to Calavan as Hurd is covered up. Now Hurd gets it on the bounce feed from Henderson. Over Jewell, can't get the roll.
Good try there by Hurd.
Talapew the kick to Cloud. Bonifay, left wing, drives in and draws another foul. This one is on Lewis.
Jones
back in for the Stars. Woodson for the Evangels. Tolopue crossing to his left. He'll draw a foul. And, between Bonifay and Tolopue, these are typically non-factors on offense, and they've drawn 3 fouls in the last minute or so. Tolopue is at 70% of the season. One of 4 Australians on this roster. First, Avery Jackson back in. He'll replace Bonifay. OSU head coach Mark Borgeson has this pipeline to Australia through some West Coast coaching connections. There's another one, might join the team next year. Tolopue makes both. Lewis guarded by Cloud. Cloud sticking with him every step of the way. 6 to shoot for Mackey. Henderson forced into a bad shot. Tolopue to the basket. Almost drew another foul. It's tipped in by Jewell. And Mackey's going to call another timeout. 6-0 run for the Stars to stretch their lead to 7 with 8:47 to play in the first half. We'll take a break. This is MackeyAthletics.com. Angels down 7 of the first half. They have won 8 straight at home, as well as 9 of their last 10 here at the Gonky Activity Center. Looking to win at least 20 games for the 6th time in 8 full seasons under Coach Josh Gamblin. And again, a win tonight would clinch the 2 seed in the conference tournament. Lewis to the basket, and he'll draw a foul. And Jewell might have picked up his second. He did.
Fouls on Clayton Jewell, his second, 3rd team foul. Josiah Lewis to shoot for Mackey.
Josiah Lewis, 65% free throw shooter, making the first. Mackey on Monday at Central Christian had their best free throw shooting game in weeks, going 23 of 30 at Central Christian. McWilliams re-enters for the Stars. Lewis gets the roll in the second. Mackey down 18-13. Cloud from the corner, missed
over the back.
Mackey will get the ball regardless. Atkins getting off to Henderson. Gaines for Henderson, could not keep it in bounds. Gaines had a good look at the basket. Granted, I only see the home games, but I have not seen Mackey flustered like this on offense since they played Langston. It's just head and shoulders the best defensive team in the conference. Credit to OCU in this game. Tried to lob it to McWilliams. It gets deflected by the Stars. Elisis and Brandon Jackson back in, so even with some of the workhorses for OCU on the bench, they're able to maintain and extend their lead. Atkins tries to get it to Henderson, just out of the reach of Avery Jackson. Henderson off to Atkins, pump fake, drives in, Euro step. Unable to hit. There's Woodson for the putback.
What a job, Quentin Woodson getting involved. Put back on the offensive rebound.
Jones driving, blocked by Gaines. Atkins getting past Elisis and able to finish. Angels back down by a point. Their only lead so far has been a 2-0. Brandon Jackson has it blocked by Atkins.
What a defensive performance so far by Atkins. Team's leading stealer with 44 steals now on the season.
Well, when all defensive team is named next week, it'll be an absolute shock if Atkins is not on it. And now Gaines, a good defender in his own right. Gaines for the finish. Mackey able to get that lead back at 19-18 and starting to take those turnovers now into points. Elisis underneath to Brandon Jackson. Going to his right. Offensive foul, the moving screen by Jones. Seth Hurd in for Quentin Woodson. That's Jones's first, the team's fourth. The Stars committed a season low, only 9 fouls in the win against USAO. They committed a season low 6 turnovers in that game. They have 12 in the first half tonight. Henderson's floater is short, but they just could not hold on to the ball.
Wow. Both games now with the ball flying all over the place.
Gaines off the inbounds, and Jackson with a big block.
Well, we saw the girls, the Vandal girls, were very productive in the inbounding game tonight. See if the boys can follow suit here. Didn't work out there the first go-around.
Atkins to his right, and Jones will draw charge. Player control foul on Atkins. That's his first and the team's fifth. Matthews held the Stars without a point for a little over 3 minutes. They take the lead at 19-18. Jones started walking off the floor when play was going on, and OCU ends up calling timeout. Full timeout by the Stars. Evangels in front 19-18. A little under 6 to play in the first here on MackeyAthletics.com. Angels by 1. Out of the timeout, Bo Tranter replacing Parker Jones for the Stars. Elisis in the middle of the Tranter. Finding an open Jackson for 3. It's short. Tipped around. Comes back loose. Hurd throws it in the arms of Avery Jackson to Brandon Jackson. Now pulls from 15. And McWilliams for the tip-in. Mackey saying the ball was still in the cylinder from up here. He couldn't tell. McWilliams already above the season average in points here in the first half. And he's going to be called for a foul, though, before the entry pass to Hurd. That's his first, team's 5th. Stars back in front at 20-19. Tipped in by Atkins off the inbounds.
Good feed there by Lewis. Perfect feed.
Elisis getting into the front court for the Stars. Elisis all the way to the basket, switches to the right hand, and the ball eventually grabbed by Atkins. Gaines to the left side, had it knocked loose, but it comes to Hurd for the putback.
Seth Hurd's first rebound of the day comes in a big way.
3-point advantage is Mackey's largest of the first half. 4:19 to play. Jackson turnaround for the right elbow, drops in.
Good shot.
He's made 3 of 4 shots to start this game and is up to 8 points. Hurd over McWilliams, unable to hit. Atkins, though, keeps it alive. Atkins from the wing, it's good.
Some big time second chance points there.
Atkins' 3-point shooting has been much improved of late. Now 17 of his last 35. Give it off to Brandon Jackson over Atkins, good. Well, he had 23 in the first meeting between these teams. Got 11 in the first half tonight. We've got a foul against OCU. It's on Galesis. The final foul to give it a half. Talapu, Jewell, and Cloud back in for the Stars. Jewell playing with 2 fouls. Zalek Sharp replacing Lewis for Mackey. Hurd over 2 defenders, left the shot short. Cloud at the other end, blocked by Gaines.
What a defensive performance so far by Gaines.
Atkins, transition 3, too strong. .225 left in the half. Talapu, no look past it. Jewell, there's Gaines again. Jewell got it back, now throws it up, and now grabbed by Henderson.
3 blocks already by Gaines.
Sharp giving off to Gaines. Extended minutes tonight for Gaines with Manyang out. Henderson to the basket. Again, another bad shot. There's Hurd, though. He can't get it to go. He is just 2 of 8 from the floor. Hender tonight 2nd in the league in field goal percentage. Brandon Jackson giving off to Jewell. Oh, Avery Jackson got left wide open. Then had his own rebound, bounce off his lower body. Jump ball call, possession with the Stars.
Quinn Woodson coming back in for Matthew.
Quinn Woodson in to replace Hurd, and Nick Bonifay to replace Avery Jackson, who is 0 of 4 from the floor and held scoreless so far tonight. 1:25 left in the first half. Mackey by a point. Bonifay receives the inbound, getting off to Brandon Jackson, pulling up over Adkins. Unable to hit, and there's Terrence Gaines again. Adkins off to Henderson. His three is short. Long rebound for Jackson, who will push. Jackson had it knocked loose by Woodson. Good play. It will stay with the Stars, however.
Yeah, Woodson's contributed for a few key plays so far in 7 minutes played.
Bonifay off the inbound. It got knocked loose and then went out of bounds off the Stars. 39.5 seconds to go in the first half. Connor Calavan will come in for Zalek Sharp. Woodson, double team, knocked it loose, able to get to Henderson. 10 to shoot for the Evangels. Henderson to Calavan, long three with a shot clock winding down, off back iron. I believe it hit the cabling above the basket, so it's dead ball. And to OCU, Zalek Sharp replacing Calavan, defense for offense here with 21.2 seconds to go in the half, and Mackey up by 1. Got a technical foul, I believe, on Brandon Jackson.
He was running his mouth at Woodson for the last minute and a half I was watching.
Henderson will take the free throws for Mackey. 80% on the year. Well, again, quieter in the first half than he typically has been. Got 5 points now.
See if he can use those free throws to get back on track.
Now, Mark Barikoff is going to take his best offensive player out after that technical foul for the title. 10.6 seconds of the half. Adkins went for the steal. Tolopue with 6 seconds to Bonifay. Bonifay had it blocked by Henderson. Woodson ahead to Henderson. I don't believe it would count anyway. Oh no, it would have, but it was short. And the Evangels have a 28-25 lead in that halftime in a very choppy first half on both sides. And we will take a break and come back with a second round with the first half numbers here on MackeyAthletics.com.
A life explored brings about any number of challenges. The beaten path rarely leads to progress or a true meaningful difference. At Mid-America, we understand that perseverance and faith strengthen resolve, build character, and ultimately lead to success. We are believers that within all of us lives the innate ability to dream, to learn, and to achieve. You provide the desire. We provide the tools and flexible curriculum for your success. We work with you, for you, in the knowledge that your purpose has purpose. No matter your obstacles, we're fostering an environment with one goal in mind: developing the greatness within you. Mid-America Christian University. Dream bigger. Do greater.
Evangels ahead at halftime, 28-25 against OCU, as Mackey with a win will lock up the number 2 seed in the conference tournament, which will begin next week. The Evangels were held to just 26.3% shooting, 10 of 38, 3 of 8 from deep, so just a 7 of 30 inside the arc. They're 5 of 5 at the free throw line. OCU goes 8 of 26 from the floor, and 2 of 9 from deep, 7 of 7 at the line. Rebounds pretty close to even, 24-22 for the Stars. Mackey, though, more offensive rebounds than the Stars at 11 of 7. And second chance points were big for Mackey, 12-4 there in the first half. OCU turned it over 13 times in the first half. Only 6 by Mackey, but the Stars converting at a higher rate, even though Mackey's points off turnovers were 9-6. Points in the paint were 14-8 for the Evangels. Didn't have a tie at any point, did have 4 lead changes, however. Mackey led by as many as 4, and the Stars by as many as 7. D'Angelo Atkins led Mackey with 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting, also tied for the team high with 4 rebounds in the first half. 5 points each by Mikal Henderson and Seth Hurd, but for Hurd, uncharacteristically coming on just 2 of 8 shooting, but it really was more of a credit to the OCU defense than anything. 3 points by Eddie Smith, 2 by Quinn Woodson, Terrence Gaines, and Josiah Lewis. Terrence Gaines notable not only again getting the start in place of Agak Manyang tonight, but had 3 blocks, a steal, and 3 rebounds in 13 minutes in that first half. Brandon Jackson of OCU had 11 points, was 4 of 6 from the floor, also had 6 rebounds. No other Star had more than 4 points. That was Jack McWilliams. Actually, I had McWilliams at 6, but apparently officially it was only 4, and then 2 each by Galisus, Jones, Bonifay, Jewell, and Talapu. They hold Avery Jackson without a point in the first half. Jackson, the team's second leading scorer at over 16 per game. So again, just kind of a weird first half, sloppy on both sides for different reasons. For OCU, unable to hold on to the ball. For Mackey, just not able to hit many shots, mostly because of OCU's defense. So Reese, what do you like to see different from Mackey in the second half?
Just want to see some more consistency shooting. I mean, Seth Hurd and Mikal Henderson, uncharacteristic, but they're 3 of 17 combined. I mean, the defense has been fantastic. We mentioned Terrence Gaines. He's been great defensively. Not only does he have those 3 blocks that you pointed out, but there's some monster blocks. There's some highlight reel blocks there. I mean, 3 steals, leading to 13 turnovers for the Stars. Just want to see this Evangel defense translate to offense more here in this second half to go away with a victory.
Again, Evangels with a win tonight means the number 2 seed in the conference tournament. The 3 teams behind them in the standings all currently leading their games. So, again, and if you ask Mackey, they want to make sure they earn it, don't back into it. But again, you hope that they're able to find a way, at least between tonight and Saturday, to clinch a home game, which would be next Thursday. MACU's women's team has done that. They beat OCU tonight 82-55, and that, again, clinches. They don't know their seed yet, but will be in the top 4 for sure. So we'll have at least one home game, if not 2, a week from tonight to open up the conference tournament quarterfinals. Second half about 9 minutes away with the Evangels up by 3 at 28-25. This is MACUathletics.com.
I'm Marcus Moeller, the athletic director here at Mid-America Christian University. At MACU, we are committed to excellence in athletics. Today, I am honored to share with you about our newest facility, the O'Brien Family Training Center. The O'Brien Family Training Center is a 19,000 square foot complex which features an on-campus workout facility for both our athletes and our general student population. The space features top-of-the-line weights made by Eleco, as well as cardio equipment like treadmills, elliptical machines, and stair climbers. This space really is designed to give our student athletes an edge in training and competition, while also providing a terrific space to rehab from those injuries. Speaking of injuries, a state-of-the-art training room connects to that workout facility and is a dynamic area for our athletes to receive the care and attention they need when they are injured. The facility also houses locker rooms for men's and women's soccer, softball, and baseball. Each of these locker rooms comes equipped with touchscreen monitors so that coaches can watch game film with their athletes. The addition of these locker rooms has created an incredible home for each of our teams as they prepare for games and for practices. For our baseball and our softball teams, the O'Brien Center features a turfed-in hitting facility with 3 full hitting bays and an additional pitching tunnel. This temperature-controlled space allows our athletes the ability to work on their games year-round regardless of the weather outside. The final piece of the O'Brien Center is the Pickens Family Conference Room and the coaches' offices. These areas provide critical spaces for our coaches and student athletes to meet about their sport, academics, and even in discipleship. We are incredibly blessed to have the O'Brien Family Training Center at MACU. This facility is just part of the reason that we are one of the premier athletic programs in the country. Next time you're on campus, please give us a shout. We would absolutely love to give you a tour of this incredible facility.
MACU has affected my life in every single area. It's affected my spiritual life, it's affected my educational life, it's affected my social life.
It affected my life in like a really positive way because I'm a Christian. That's why I love MACU, because you can be yourself.
MACU's done a great job preparing me for life outside, especially getting into med school.
MACU has challenged me in my education in ways that I've never thought I would be challenged.
We just are literally a family, and I love that, and I love our friend group and the way that we're all able to grow together spiritually. That's so good.
I always wanted to live what I'm living right now, like living on campus, playing soccer for the school, and living community. For me, was the perfect choice.
To be in an environment where you have your professor's number, you can reach them anytime. Being at MACU where everyone wants you to succeed and do like the best you can in whatever you want to do is huge.
MACU is different because I see people caring about my life here. They don't see you like as a number.
I love campus life. There's just so much to do, and there's never a dull moment. MACU's fun. Like, it's a fun place to be, and I'm glad that I'm here.
what's going to be revealed in you is your heart.
About to start the second half with Mackey in front, 28-25. Gaines, Lewis, Adkins, Hurd, and Henderson for the Evangels. Avery Jackson, Brandon Jackson, Galesis, Jones, and McWilliams for the Stars. Lewis pulling from the free throw line, offline. McWilliams, a two-handed rebound. Well, on a Saturday, OCU had just 29 points at halftime against USAO. Jackson gets loose from Gaines, gets the pass from McWilliams. For the Stars, exploded for 51 in the second half. They were down by as many as 12 in the second half before dominating the final 12 minutes to beat USAO. Hurd just 2 of 8 from the floor, make it to a 9. Brandon Jackson might have gotten bumped in the middle of the lane. He passes it back out. Galesis will call out the play. Galesis had it knocked loose. It is eventually grabbed by Gaines. Shovel pass over to Lewis. Finishes over Avery Jackson. Lewis thought he was also fouled. Jones to his right, unable to get the roll. Gaines for 3, off the mark, but Adkins able to get the rebound. Shot did not hit the rim, however, the shot clock at 13. Henderson got fouled with 3 on the shot clock.
Avery Jackson over his first team foul this half.
Oh, I don't know what happened there, but it was just thrown into open space and taken away by Brandon Jackson. Adkins pokes it away from Galesis. Adkins will throw it down with the left hand.
Monster jam.
Call timeout. Adkins leading the way for the Evangels with 11 points tonight.
Getting it done on both ends.
Evangels again, they call timeout. The 5-point lead is their largest of the night. The 32nd timeout for the Evangels. Officially 3 remaining for the rest of this game.
That's a common Coach Gamblin narrative there when you see a dunk or a big play hit. He likes to call those timeouts right away, keep everyone composed. Don't get too high, don't get too low.
.52 left. Evangels try to win their final 9 regular season home games. Brandon Jackson along the perimeter. Jones fires it down low to McWilliams. Turn around, off back rim and in. Williams has made all 4 of his shots. He's up to 8 points tonight. Henderson going to his right, stops right of the lane, now stepping through and throws it off the lower body of Jackson. It goes out of bounds, shot clock at 7. Four to shoot for Lewis. Lewis's floater, good.
Very nice. Nicely executed. Smooth floater there by Lewis.
Thank you, up 34-29. Jackson to Galesis on the far side. Now crossing to his left near the baseline underneath. Finding McWilliams. He got Hurd in the air. McWilliams fouled. Hurd, though, hit the deck hard.
Setter called for his second personal. First team foul.
Well, McWilliams entered tonight. Just 4 total points in his previous 2 games. He fouled out in 15 minutes and scored 4 points in the first meeting with the Evangels, but having a big game tonight feels like McWilliams, more than anyone, is where the presence of Magok Manyang is missing tonight. And Manyang having to serve a 1-game suspension due to a flagrant 2 foul he picked up in Langston a couple weeks ago. McWilliams makes the first free throw. He's a good free throw shooter, nearly 82%.
Kudos to him for being a good three-point guy. Usually those tall, lengthy ones aren't the best.
Matthews lead down to 3. Lewis with that same floater, got fouled. Brandon Jackson, the personal. That's his second, the team's second. There's 6 points so far on the night. Makes the first. Again, even though this is the final regular season home game for the Evangels, they had their senior day on Saturday. Lewis, one of the 9 that were honored before the game. Lewis goes 2 of 2.
Both teams remain perfect at the line.
Avery Jackson looking for his first points tonight. Gives off to Brandon Jackson. Felice's baseline. A reverse will get fouled. Isaiah Lewis the foul. Galesis, who's been limited to just a total of 4 points to this point, to the 2 games against the Evangels. His 2 points have been at the free throw line tonight. Short on that one. Comes back to make the second. It's a 4-point game as we approach 16 minutes to play. Henderson driving against Jackson. Looked in real time. He might have just lost control of the ball, but baseline officials saying it went off OCU. Lewis getting to Henderson, open off the inbound, can't connect. Jones the rebound, quickly off to Brandon Jackson. All the way to the basket for the left-handed lay-in. Isaiah Lewis to his right, finding Hurd in the middle, draws a foul. It's on Parker Jones. I laugh because those of you fans next to us are complaining, yet Parker Jones puts his hand up in the air acknowledging he committed the foul. And Hurd's been bottled up so far tonight, and this is the first free throw. He's 2 of 9 from the floor. Eddie Smith in the game for the Evangels to replace Mikel Henderson.
I'm expecting Eddie Smith here to fire up some shots. He's only taken 2 so far today in his 5 minutes played.
Woodson in for Hurd. Williams was coming out to set a screen. Now Woodson deflects the pass intended for McWilliams. Mackey takes it away. Here's Smith underneath, firing to Gaines. Touch to Adkins. Adkins lost it. Avery Jackson got fouled by Gaines.
For the foul. His first.
Gaines is first and the team's third. Sam Talapu in the game to replace Galesis. Avery Jackson tried to feed it on the bounce to McWilliams. It's turned over for the 17th time tonight. Adkins, he passed up an open 3 in transition. Now he will pull. Comes out and rebounded by McWilliams. Jones to his left for Jackson. He's got space for 3. It's good. The game is tied.
16 now for Jackson.
He's made all 3 of OCU's threes tonight. Guy who has tended to torch Mackey in his career. Here's Smith drawing contact. First 3 career games for Brandon Jackson, 62 points and 16 tonight. Cloud in for Avery Jackson. Connor Calavan will replace D'Angelo Atkins. Tie game with 14 minutes left. Woodson undersized against McWilliams. Back out, gets the feed. For a couple of defenders, has it blocked. It is loose, comes in the hands of Smith. Only 2 to shoot. Smith has got to get it up. He does over Cloud, and it rattles in.
Eddie Smith getting involved.
Now, if you need someone to make something out of nothing, it's Eddie Smith. Jackson for the lead. It's good.
Man, has he had a game? Jackson up to 19 now on 10 shots.
And the Stars have regained the lead at 40-39. Smith, floater off glass, a little bit too strong. Gaines cannot keep it from going out of bounds.
Man, that was a good take there by Smith. Just couldn't get it to land. Lefty attempt.
Already 10.5 for Brandon Jackson. Heat check. That one's off the mark, but it comes right to Jones. He goes back up. Cloud tips it, grabbed by Smith. Smith from the elbow, good.
Shot.
Mackey back in front, 41-40. Jackson tried to get it to Cloud.
What? Here's if the ref
did by Mackey. Jewell and Tranter in for the Stars. Jones and McWilliams to the bench.
Looked as if the ref was going to give that ball to Mackey, and then last second turned around and pointed the opposite direction for the Stars' ball.
Now, Coach Gamblin was not very demonstrative after that, so usually when I see that means that he probably knows one of his guys did graze it. Jackson to the basket again. Only senior on the roster. Smith could not keep his feet. Stars are 6 of 9 from the floor this half. They've outscored Mackey 17-13. To go back in front, Mackey was ahead by 3 of the break. Tranter getting off to Brandon Jackson. In the air to Tranter. Jewell open for 3. It is off to the right side, but it comes right to Cloud and cannot keep it in bounds. Hurd back in to replace Woodson. Avery Jackson replaced Brandon Jackson. As now Mackey's got to take advantage of this. I mean, obviously Avery Jackson a great player too, but Brandon Jackson having a huge game tonight.
I think Seth Hurd being defended by Jewell is going to make a difference too, with McWilliams on the bench.
Had it knocked loose by Talapu, also committed a foul.
It's a good thing these fouls weren't called the first game. Fans would not be happy.
5 team fouls for the Stars. Lewis off balance. It's a long 2, but they're going to review it at the next break.
I thought
For now,
that
it
was
is a 2-point shot, but they will review it at the next stoppage. Talapu kicking out to Cloud. Tranter fouled in the basket, good. picks up his second foul. Big bucket by Bo Tranter for his first points tonight. 10 of 18 at the line this year. Off the mark. OCU by 1. Stars won this floor last year for the first time since 2015. Now looking to win for a second straight. Lewis feeding down low to Hurd. Hurd against Jewell. Off glass and in. Talapew, no-look dish to Cloud from the right side, rims out. Avery Jackson had his hands on it. Last touch by the Evangels. Cal Henderson in for Josiah Lewis. Avery Jackson over Smith, somehow gets it to go. And a timeout called by the Stars. As OCU is back in front. So now is when the officials are going to review that Josiah Lewis jumper. As of now, again, the original call was long 2.
Hopefully we come out this timeout with a tie game.
Yeah. Still pending review. It's currently a 1-point lead for OCU, but might be a tie if the call is overturned. Looks like they're not going to get it up, and that just means the call is going to stand.
That foot must have just been on the line.
So it remains a 1-point lead for the Stars with 10:26 left. Connor Caliban in the game for MacU.
Let's see if Caliban can get something sparked behind the arc.
Zaylik Sharp also in. Brandon Jackson remaining on the bench for the Stars. Tight defense by Avery Jackson. Eddie Smith's got it. Smith to the basket. Had it partially blocked, it looked like. Sharp, loose ball, kicks to Smith. Smith from 3, it's good.
Well, I wanted Smith to swing that to Caliban, but I'll take it. Smith up to 10 points now.
Now Jewell blocked at the other end.
7 blocks for the Evangels today. Both teams with 7.
And Jewell's going to be called for a foul, his 3rd. And here comes Brandon Jackson along with McWilliams back in the game.
16
Jewell and Cloud check out. Force it to Calavan in the corner off the inbound. Smith now just inside half court. 12 to shoot. Smith off balance, back iron, bounces around a few times. A foul on OCU. While the ball was bounding around, it's McWilliams for the personal. McWilliams second, and that puts Mackey in the bonus. A huge 1-and-1 coming up for Zalik Sharp. He was 12 of 17 in line this season. And unable to hit. Angels up by 2, 9-12 to play. Brandon Jackson's got it over Sharp. Off back iron though this time. Smith will gather the loose ball. Smith to a cutting Hurd for the basket and the foul.
Little 5-0 run for these
Williams
Evangels.
with his third foul. Third 2 for 3 at the line tonight. Rattles out. Matthews missed their last 2 free throws. Talapu to an open Tranter. Back to Talapu. Up and under off the glass and in. He's had some strong takes to the basket tonight. Smith had lost his defender and he throws it away. Tranter gets fouled. Tried to dunk the finish, but it missed. Now 2 shots for Tranter, a chance to tie the game, but missed the first.
Good foul there by Calavan. Paid off.
Tranter makes the second 1-point game with 8:20 left. Smith had it knocked loose by Tranter, but Tranter could not fully gather in bounds. Smith, step back from the elbow, got the roll.
Shot. He's having a good half here is Smith. Up to 9 points this half.
And got a hand on it, but it comes to Tranter, lobbing to McWilliams, taken away by Sharp on the help. Now Sharp gets it back to the basket, blocked by Williams. OCU had it briefly, it got kicked out by Smith. So the Stars will get the ball, but it is a dead ball. Would have had a 3-on-1 had it stayed in play. Gains in for Calavan. Jackson giving off to Brandon Jackson. Got it again. His 5th 3 tonight. He's up to 24. And the game is tied at 52 apiece.
He's been putting on a clinic today.
Handoff to Henderson and an offensive foul on Sharp. Woodson and Atkins back in for Matthew. Parker Jones re-enters for OCU.
A lot of life here today in the Gawkey.
Tie game with under 7 minutes to go. Colapue out to Jones. Now here's Jackson. Missed it badly. It comes right to McWilliams. 10 to shoot. McWilliams is, I believe, fouled on the floor. It's on Woodson, but it does put the Stars in the bonus. McWilliams misses the front end. Both teams have missed their first front end of a 1-and-1. Remains tied. Woodson handing off to Henderson. Henderson off balance. No good. We've got a foul against the Stars. Going for the rebound. Jackson's third. So now it'll send Quentin Woodson to the line for 1-and-1. Woodson at 58.2% this season. Able to make the first. Josiah Lewis back in, will replace Eddie Smith.
Woodson's not necessarily lighting up the stat sheet, but he's had a very efficient game so far.
That's the second one, rim out. McWilliams the rebound. Mackey by a point. Colapue tried to get it off to McWilliams, taken away by Mackey. The 20th turnover tonight for the Stars. Lewis lost his balance. Avery Jackson has it. Finding a cutting McWilliams, bumps into Woodson.
Woodson over his second. 8th team foul.
Shots from McWilliams. Just his 4th game in double figures tonight. 10 points and 7 rebounds to this point. That will tie it. Stars back in front. They call timeout, a full timeout. 5:52 to go. A good one tonight with the Stars in front, 54-53 here on MackUathletics.com. Mackey down by 1 with 5:52 remaining. Gaines, Lewis, Hurd, Henderson, and Adkins on the floor for the Evangels. Adkins down low to Hurd, who got lost, and he missed. It's 4 for 12 tonight. And an offensive foul on Talapu. Will not result in free throws, however, for the Evangels. They do get the ball back, though, with 5:27 left. Lewis from the elbow for the lead. It's good.
See if the boys go on a run here.
Angels back in front. 14th lead change tonight. Talapu with the handoff. Back to Jones. Jones for 3. It's short. And after tip by McWilliams, Gaines controls. Parker Jones, who's 7 of 33 from 3 from the year. Lewis with the runner.
Seen a few of those tonight.
Lewis leading the way with 14. Talapu out to Jackson. Contested 3 is good. Ties the game, 57-57. Lewis leaving for Hurd.
What a dime by Lewis, a no-look pass.
Coach Gamblin with a timeout. 4:06 left. Mackey back in front, 59-57. Mackey unofficially with 2 timeouts left. Now it's a full timeout, so we will take a break as well again. 4:06 to go. Vandals up 59-57 here on MackeyAthletics.com. Mackey in front, 59-57, 4:05 left. Delisis, after a long spell on the bench, back in the game for OCU. Mackey with a zone look here out of the timeout, but they find McWilliams. Gaines comes into Fallon. And Josiah Lewis is given a technical on top of it. Lewis, I think, is saying he was just frustrated that Mackey didn't make the play. He was not arguing the call necessarily. So Adkins picked up the first foul, and then Lewis the foul after that. this could be a humongous turning point. Jackson misses the second. Mackey will remain up by a point with McWilliams now to shoot 2 free throws. McWilliams makes the first to tie it. And OCU back in front, 60-59, 3:50 left. Here's Henderson. Kicking to Adkins. Pump fake. Now over to Smith. 11 to shoot. Henderson, pump fake. Driving against Jackson. High off the glass and in.
What a lay by Smith.
Mackey by a point. 3:12 left. Both teams in the double bonus. Possession arrow with the Stars. Galesis with 12 to shoot. Giving off to Jones. Jones driving over Gaines. It's short. Loose and grabbed by Henderson.
Great defense by Gaines right there.
Finding Smith. Passed up the 3. And now draws a foul.
Oh, wow.
I like to say there's been a lot more that has not been called tonight. Mackey will certainly take it. It's Avery Jackson's 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, that whistle was called pretty early on his shot, too. It's almost like it was called before the contact.
Well, yeah, yes, it was, but it's a double bonus. So 2 free throws. Smith at 70.9% of the year. That's the first, though. Mention how Mackey was really good on Monday night at Central Christian at the line, but in their last 15 games, they're just at 63% as a team. And Son got the roll on the second. 62-60, 2:40 to play. McWilliams coming out high. Woodson knocks it away, and then able to shovel it off to Gaines.
What a play.
I was about to say, I don't know why you're guarding McWilliams that tightly, that far out from the basket. Shows what I know. Henderson to the rack again.
What a time to be alive. Henderson started just 1 for 10. He's made his last 2 shots at the right time.
Jones over Adkins. McWilliams got fouled. He'll be called for going over the back. That is his 4th foul. And OCU calling timeout. Mackey's got the last 5 points to take the lead at 64-60 with 1:58 to play. You're watching a dandy here on MackeyAthletics.com. Evangels by 4 with 1:58 left. Clayton Jewell in for the Stars out of the timeout, replacing McWilliams. Quinn Woodson in line for 2 shots. 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Mackey is 10 of 15. Mackey is now just 5 of 11 here in the second half from the line. Makes the second, gives himself the fist pump. This 5-point lead is matched for the biggest tonight for the Evangels. Jewell giving back to Galesis. Avery Jackson pulling up inside the arc. It's good. 7.5 for Jackson after he was kept off the board in the first half. 1 possession game, 1:33 to play. Henderson's got the ball in his hands. Been getting the rim lately. 14 to shoot. Now they go. Henderson to an open Adkins for 3. He missed it. Galesis with the ball for OCU. Avery Jackson driving in. Off of Woodson. Ball is loose. Grabbed by Smith. Smith through the middle. Had it poked loose from behind. Out of bounds. Clock stopped at 1:02.
I think having it being poked loose there is kind of an advantage for the Evangels there, as things were a bit chaotic. Now they get a little reset. Still with 27 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Official talking things over with Mark Barikoff, and it's going to prompt a change. With Parker Jones coming out, not really sure what that could be about, but Bo Tranter will come in. And 1 minute left, a 3-point game. Whole game's been played within 7. 15 of the shot clock. Henderson guarded by Avery Jackson. Henderson to his right, finding Smith, open from the wing, unable to hit. Brandon Jackson the rebound. Mackey by 3. We're down to 34 seconds and a timeout for the Stars. Mackey got an outstanding look for Smith, which would have put Mackey in great position, but he was unable to make it. So the Stars call timeout. Down by 3 with 33.8 seconds left. Stars unofficially with 1 timeout remaining. Mackey unofficially with 2 timeouts remaining. Evangels ahead 65-62. They led by 3 at half. Both teams have scored 37 points in the second half. OCU has turned it over 22 times tonight, compared to just 11 for Mackey.
And with 34 seconds to play, Alex, do you think they settle for a 2 if they get a clean look, or do you think they're going for a 3 regardless?
I think with the way Mackey has not consistently made free throws, you maybe lean towards going for 2 and extend this game as long as you can.
Yeah, just 2 of the Evangels' 6 players are perfect the line tonight. Smith, Woodson, both shooting 50%. So is Hurd. And Sharp went 0 for 1. So yeah, it's not. You only feel comfortable with really 2 guys right now at the line if you're Mackey. Adkins and Gaines, however, have not attempted any free throws.
Zalek Sharp will come in. Stars inbounding from the far side. Jewell gives it right back to Galesis. Clock running at 30 seconds. Stars down by 3. Brandon Jackson, the big game tonight. He's got it in his hands, getting a screen from Jewell. Jackson with 10 to shoot. Jackson over Woodson, missed it. Jewell the rebound, out to Galesis for the tie, off the backboard and rim. Gaines has got it. He gets fouled with 8.7 seconds left. Galesis, a pretty good look off the offensive rebound by Jewell. Good defense first by Quentin Woodson on Brandon Jackson.
That also puts Avery Jackson at 4 fouls, so if this game somehow ends up in overtime, he's going to have to play smart the rest of the way. 2
huge free throws here for Terrence Gaines. And again, he's been limited due to injury. He's only shot 18 free throws on the season and is 10 for 18.
Looks like they're going for a replay. I think to confirm who the foul was on, or I don't know what else he could be confirming here.
Could be the clock as well.
True.
We'll have a stoppage. Mackey was up 3 with 8.7 seconds left as things stand now. Terrence Gaines is going the line for 2 shots. Mentioned the Evangels are just 6 of 12 at the line this half. Gaines needs to make 1 of 2 here.
Gaines only 2 points on the night, but what a defensive performance he's put on.
Yeah, and again, Noel Magok-Manyang, and we've talked about it several times. Terrence Gaines was just a victim of circumstance for a lot of this year, with Manyang coming in with especially D'Angelo Adkins coming in. He's played a season-high 28 minutes tonight, but again, this is a guy who started all of last year.
Kudos to him for Gaines being a team player, accepting his role and taking advantage of his opportunity. You talked about that transfer portal earlier. So many times when a new guy comes in, guys don't want to embrace the challenge. They just take the easy way out. Not Terrence Gaines.
Officials are bringing the coaches together. Again, we're not sure what the review was regarding. Did the ball go out of bounds before the foul? Or the Evangels called timeout before the foul? Well, they're putting 11 seconds back on the clock. So Gaines is not going to the line.
Yes, the play-by-play play call says second timeout taken in 10 seconds.
Huh. They never had full possession. I'm not sure how they could call timeout. I don't think I've ever seen a timeout retroactively granted. Smith is fouled immediately.
All that for
9.9 seconds left.
An extra.
In theory, you will get a better free throw shooter at the line. And McWilliams. Oh, no, excuse me. Yurgo Galesis got the foul. Eddie Smith, 13 points here tonight, had been quiet on the offensive end. Leading into this game for quite a bit. A guy who, nearing the end of his college career, taking on the team which he started his college career with at OCU. Huge first make by Smith. It's going to be a 2-possession game with 9.9 seconds left. Quentin Woodson back in. Smith calmly hits both. Zalek Sharp, another defensive enforcement coming in.
A great half by Smith, 12 points and 4 of 8 shooting.
Under 9 seconds to go. Galesis. Oh, boy. Got fouled. The one thing Mackey could not do. Stops the clock with 4.9 seconds left.
See how they go about this. If they're going to, miss the first, but trumps it. It's going to say if they try and potentially miss the second, but it doesn't even matter now.
Olivan and Smith back in. Better free throw shooters on the floor. Well, it's going to be a 2-possession game, even with the make here. He does make it. Josiah Lewis entering at a timeout called by OCU. Unofficially, I cannot stress that enough. And no timeouts remaining. It's still a 4-point game with 4.9 seconds left. Just a successful inbound should do it for Mackey. Should. But you got to get the inbounds in. Mackey has one timeout remaining unofficially. Mackey will have Caliban inbound. He can run the baseline. The lineup, Gaines, Henderson, and Smith all along the line. Smith gets the inbound and is fouled with Tranter. About 1 second went off the clock. 3.8 left, and Smith back to the line for 2.
No Tranter called for the foul. His first. Lady Smith to the line for Mackey.
Smith, who has tended to run hot and cold this year, had his first scoreless game of the season on Monday. Last 5 games, only 13 points combined. He's got 15 tonight. 12 in the second half. Make it 13 in the second half.
Was that the Wayland game when we saw a similar scenario and they ran out the ball and they avoided the foul?
Central Christian.
Central Christian.
Yeah. That was different. That was a 1-point game with about 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
And Mackey was able to play keep away. Eddie Smith making 4 key free throws here in the final seconds. Galesis will pull up at the buzzer. It's off the back of the rim, and Mackey wins a grind of the game tonight, 69-63 over OCU. And with that, Mackey will clinch the 2 seed in the conference tournament. So they will be home next Thursday, as will the women's team. So we will have a doubleheader coming up a week from tonight, with both the men's and women's teams finishing in the top 4. So the Angels winners, they get their 20th win of the season, improve to 20-7 and 16-5 in conference. For the Stars, they drop to 9-18 overall and 7-14 in conference play. The Evangels sweep the season series. We'll take a break, have the final numbers, and hear from Coach Gamblin here on MackeyAthletics.com.
What's going to be revealed in you is your heart.
Evangels winning tonight against OCU, 69-63. Evangels end up winning each of their final 9 regular season home games and improved to 14-2 in their last 16 overall. 20-7 now on the year, as the Evangels winning at least 20 games for the 6th time in 8 full seasons under Coach Josh Gamblin. 16-5 in conference. OCU drops to 9-18 overall, 7-14 in conference. Evangels held to 37.3% shooting. They were 25 of 67. OCU also 37% at 20 of 54. Mackey ends up taking 13 more shots. Mackey just 4 of 14 from 3. OCU was 6 of 21 with 5 of those 6 coming from Brandon Jackson. Mackey 15 of 21 at the line. The Stars at 17 of 23. Stars end up winning the rebounding battle 46-40. Offensive rebounds were 18-17 for Mackey. Second chance points, Mackey converting at a higher clip, 20-11. Turnovers a huge theme tonight, as Mackey committing half the amount of turnovers as the Stars. Only 11 by Mackey, 22 by OCU, and points off turnovers were plus 11 for the Evangels in this game. Mackey 10 assists on the night, Stars with 9 of them, as the Evangels points in the paint at a 28-22 advantage. And again, we had a lot of lead changes in this game. 16 of them also had 5 ties. Mackey led by 3 at half. And their largest lead was the final margin of 6 points on the night. OCU led by as many as 7 in the first half, as the Evangels again able to grind out this one against OCU tonight. As we will now be joined by Coach Josh Gamblin here, as Mackey winners tonight 69-63. Coach, you had to play a little bit short-handed tonight, and we're going to get to some of the guys who stepped up, and one of which was Eddie Smith. It's been a hot and cold year for him, and I know he's, there's been some challenges, but tonight, especially in the second half, not only did he score, he just made things happen.
I'm really proud of him. Yeah, like you said, there's been some ups and downs. I think he's grown a ton, and I'm really happy that he had those moments tonight. I'm a true believer you have to earn those moments, and in the last week and a half, he's really earned that moment. He's a really, really good kid, and obviously a fantastic basketball player, so I'm really happy for him. And in the second half, at times offensively, he carried us in a game that was kind of a mess. We were pretty messy on the offensive end, and I want to give them a lot of credit. I thought OCU had a good game plan. They put us in some tough spots, and obviously they're massive. Their length is really difficult to deal with, and without Manny, I thought that put us in some tough situations.
Yeah, and you mentioned that. No Manyang tonight. Terrence Gaines, he was a starter for you last year. We've talked about it, victim of circumstance, plays a season high in minutes. I think between him and Quentin Woodson, to the average person, you see they only scored 6 points, but their impact defensively tonight was absolutely mammoth.
Well, to a really good offensive team, we held them to 63, and that is a pure credit to them and to our guys and how they defend. I'm looking at the thing here, and I thought, Brandon Jackson, he hit some – I'm screaming at our guys, and he hit some really tough ones. Jack McWilliams hits a right-handed tough hook from 6 feet out. They hit some tough shots. You got to shake their hand and move on. They're a really good team. But, hold them to 63, I'm really proud of our guys and, proud of the effort they put in.
With the win, you also clinched the 2 seed in the conference tournament for a team that started 6-5 this year. Coming off a losing season last year, how do you put in perspective what your group of guys have been able to achieve this season?
I'll get emotional talking about it. We talked about that today, how, we were 6-5 and, everybody forgot about us. Nobody outside of that locker room believed. And what this group has is an incredible basketball character. And I've told you, they show up, they work, they have faith in one another. They do their very best, with the scout. It's not always clean. It's not always pretty. But I don't think there's very many days where you could watch our team and say they don't compete their tails off. And so I'm just really, really happy for them to finish second in this league. is a really, really hard thing to do, especially when you started out 2-3 and 6-5, like you said, and to play the ball we played in the second half. I'm really proud of him. And say all that to say we gotta go play better Saturday against a really good John Brown team.
A little bit more of a lighthearted question, but since you referenced him before, how glad are you never have to play Brandon Jackson again?
He has given us fits, hasn't he? My goodness. I mean, is a tough shot maker, tough shot taker, but give him credit. I mean, I thought 3 of his threes were pretty highly contested, and he knocked them down. And, you don't see it at our level a lot, Alex, where kids hold and jab and shoot threes. It's just not natural to be pressed up on them like that. So, but really thankful, really happy for our kids and really thankful.
Coach, congratulations, and even better news is we'll see you back here on Thursday night.
Let's go get them.
Looking forward to it. That's Coach Scott Scamblin. As always, we thank him for his time and insight as his team, again, 14-2 in their last 16 games after the 2-3 conference start. We look inside the individual numbers tonight, and Eddie Smith, where, of course, we just talked with Coach about him. He ends up with a team-high 17 points, with 14 of them coming after halftime. Coach said you got to earn those moments. He's earned them, and he leads the way with 17 tonight after Smith had combined for just 13 in his last 5 games. Josiah Lewis had 14. He was 5 of 9 from the floor. 12 by Seth Hurd. Did come on a bit of an off-night shooting for him, 5 of 13. 11 from D'Angelo Atkins, 9 from Mikal Henderson, 2 by Terrence Gaines, and 4 by Quentin Woodson. But as we just mentioned, they might have only combined for 6 points, but those 2 guys, their impact on the defensive end was huge tonight. Gaines did lead the team with both 8 rebounds and 3 blocks. Mackey had 7 blocks as a whole tonight, and that's without their leading shot blocker. And Magok Manyang this evening, we mentioned Brandon Jackson. He led all players with 25 tonight. He was 9 of 16 overall, 5 of 10 from 3, and also tied for his team lead with 8 rebounds. 14 by Jack McWilliams. Go along with 7 rebounds. Nobody else scored in double figures. They held Avery Jackson to just 7 tonight. They hold Jackson to single digits in both meetings with the Stars this year. Mentioned he and Yurgo Galisis combined for 26 on average, actually 27 on average on the year in the first meeting. They hold that duo to just 9. Tonight it was 11. So both times Mackey really able to gobble up those starting guards of OCU this evening. So again, the Evangels have clinched the 2 seed in the conference tournament. Their opponent we know it will be one of 2 teams. It will be either Central Christian or Texas Wesleyan. It will be one of those 2. Mackey beating both of those teams twice this season. Seems like they matched up better against Texas Wesleyan. Central Christian played them tough twice, including a 1-point game on this floor. But Central Christian, they seem to play everybody tough. Again, win or lose, they're always in a close game. So again, it'll be Mackey against either Central Christian or Texas Wesleyan a week from tonight here at the Gonky Activity Center. But that's going to be the second game because the women's team will also be hosting a quarterfinal matchup. We don't know, though, their final seeding or their opponent quite yet. Of course, that will all be decided after Saturday's games. For both the Evangels teams, they will head to John Brown. The women's team on an 11-game win streak will take on a John Brown team who's going to look to go 22-0 for the season in conference play, and then the men will finish or follow after that. So again, that will how the teams will finish the regular season Saturday afternoon. But again, join us back here at the Gonky Activity Center next Thursday night. Official tip time's not set yet. I would assume it's going to be the standard 6 o'clock for the women, but again, that will be officially determined at a later date. Best to follow Mackey on social media as well as at MackeyAthletics.com. Earlier tonight, women's team winning 82-55, and the men's team winning 69-63. Both victors over OCU in their final home games of the year. Mention the women's team, winners of 11 straight, and the men now 14-2 in their last 16. So I want to thank my partner, Reese Cussiter, tonight. And also want to thank coaches Josh Gamblin, Hannah Bowler, and their staffs. Thanks to the Sports Information Department, Adam Stanek, as well as Dante Luz. And a thank you to Athletic Director Marcus Moeller. I'm Alex Friedman saying good night from the Galkey Activity Center. Thanks as always for joining us. And again, we'll be talking to you a week from tonight for conference tournament action right back here on MACUathletics.com.